Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to explain why we support this opinion and therefore cannot support the draft additional protocol of the Committee of Ministers on involuntary placement and involuntary treatment in mental health care. First, we remain concerned that the draft protocol assumes that coercive measures can be rendered acceptable through regulation. In our view, coercion should not be normalized but progressively reduced and replaced with more humane and effective forms of support. Second, all member states of the Council of Europe have ratified the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. This convention makes clear that disability, including psychosocial disability, must not justify the privation of liberty or forced treatment. We therefore believe that the compatibility of the draft protocol with existing international human rights obligations requires careful reconsideration. Third, mental health conditions are highly individual and complex. Standardized rules and involuntary measures often fail to reflect this reality. We note with concern that coercive practices can cause lasting harm, including trauma and a loss of trust in mental health services, as reported by many people with lived experiences. Fourth, we wish to recall the consistent position of this Assembly. Over recent years, we have promoted autonomy and the modernization of mental health services, with a strong emphasis on voluntary, community-based support. In our assessment, the draft protocol does not sufficiently reflect this direction and may risk slowing ongoing reform efforts. Fifth, we believe that more constructive alternatives are available. These include strengthening community-based mental health services, developing supported decision-making mechanisms, and investing in prevention and de-escalation strategies that can effectively reduce the use of coercive measures. Protecting human rights requires careful consideration, but it must remain firmly grounded in respect for dignity, autonomy, and the expressed will of the individual. For these reasons, and in agreement with the draft opinion, we are unable to support the draft protocol of the Committee of Ministers in its current form and encourage continued dialogue towards a more rights-based and person-centered approach to mental health care in Europe. Thank you.